Hello, fabulous first grade. I'm Amy Long, and I'm a literacy specialist. Today, I'm here to teach you about high-frequency words and how you can teach these in your classroom. So, you may have heard about high-frequency words or sight words. Let's talk about the difference between the two. A sight word is just a word that students recognize instantly upon sight. For example, the word McDonald's or Burger King might be a sight word for them because students recognize immediately when they say it, and they can say that entire word without necessarily even reading all of the letters or the sounds. So students may also have sight words that fall into specialized vocabulary. What I mean by that is simply if a student loves cars, Corvette or Lamborghini might be a sight word for them because they see that word so often, and they know it as a whole chunk, right? That whole entire word. And they wouldn't know even all of the letter sound correspondences. It's a sight word for them. They know it instantly when they see it. Most words that we actually know as adults are sight words now, unless we come to an unknown word, because we have had many years of practicing and seeing these words, so they have become sight words for us and been stored in the back part of our brain in that visual word box area. However, students, when they're first learning these words, they're not sight words for them yet, right? They have not learned all of the letter sound correspondences, what they are, and they still need to decode these words. So we need to give them some strategies to be able to do that. When we talk about high frequency words are just the words that are most found commonly are most frequently found in text, especially like decodable text in our early classrooms. Let's look for one, for example. The turtle and the bird is the decodable text that follows the R control vowel pattern. And as you can see, the word turtle and bird follow that R control vowel pattern. However, the words that are in between that do not follow the pattern are high frequency words. They're the words that help us connect our sentences together. If we did not have high frequency words, we would not be able to have sentences, and then we would not, of course, be able to build up the fluency we need to be able to comprehend the text, and that's the ultimate goal of reading. When we're talking about high frequency words, we know something about them, that there are some high frequency words that are phonetically regular. That means they follow those letter sound correspondences that we would expect, like in the word stop. St, op, s, t, o, and p, right? All of these letters follow the letter sound correspondences that we would expect. When you teach regularly spelled high frequency words, it would be really beneficial for you, save a lot of time and energy, and also help your students if you look at your phonics scope and sequence prior to doing so. That way we can align this up. Like we would put the word stop when we're teaching the short O pattern in first grade. So again, this would allow us to be able to just embed this into that lesson, right? And that student would have mastery of the high frequency word without having to teach it solo or all by itself, right? So again, review your scope and sequence, and any phonetically regular high frequency words that you see, you can just embed those into those lessons. Now, there are some words that are phonetically irregular high frequency words, like the word as. Let's look at this word. So when we hear the word as, we hear as, right? The A follows the letter sound correspondence that we would expect, but the S does not. It makes the Z sound, right? So in this specific word, we know that students would need to memorize the S saying Z by heart. And that's why some people call phonetically irregular high frequency words heart words, because you need to memorize part by heart. All right, so you may be asking, all right, we know the difference. There is phonetically regular and there's phonetically irregular. So again, how do we actually teach these? So a lot of teachers in past days used to do flashcards, right? Just like write them on an index card and then just flash your kids with the words until they pick them up, right? Research actually indicates that when students use their phonics knowledge and they really draw the attention between the letter sound correspondences in high frequency words, even the ones that are irregularly spelled, they have a higher success rate of decoding this word versus just seeing the word by itself and looking as a whole piece, right? So we really need to, again, encourage our firsties to use everything they know, show what they know about their phonics knowledge so that we can master these irregularly spelled words, and then they would only need to recognize that small part by heart instead of having to memorize the whole word by heart. All right, so how can we use this and teach this in class? We know why it's important. We need to build that fluency of our heart words. Let's do one together. The first word is going to be ask. Ask. I'm going to ask you a question in a moment. Can you use the word ask in a sentence? And then I would ask my friends to share out a sentence. Or I might say, turn and talk to your neighbor and tell them a sentence with the word ask. I'll provide some quick feedback. And I would say, can you tell me the sounds in the word ask? And they would say, ask. Great. And then I would ask them, what letters would you expect to see in the word ask following those sound patterns? A for a, S for S, S for S, and K for K, right? So let's look at that word and see, does it follow the rules that we expect? Oh, this is a rule follower, everybody. A-S-K, just like we thought. And of course, I, as a teacher, would have looked ahead and I would have embedded this in my short A lesson. That's right, you got it. So, can everybody please spell the word ask again? A-S-K, great. What's the word? Ask. Let's map that word, everybody. And this is also an option too, right? If you have these kind of boards, you can say, give me the sounds. A, S, K. Great. What are the sounds? We got those. What are the letters that match those sounds? A, S, S, and K. K. Okay? That's how you would teach the word ask. Let's do one now that's irregular. Are you ready? So we're going to do it kind of the same way. All right, boys and girls, we're going to learn a new word today. The word is the. What's the word? The. Great job. Like the boy and girl were best friends since kindergarten. Can you use the word the in a sentence? Awesome work. So, what sounds do we hear in the word the? We hear the, What letter sounds would you what letters would you expect to see in the word the? And most students would know the word the by that point, but we would expect to see a TH for th, and then a U actually for the sound Let's look at that word and see. Is it a rule follower or a rule breaker? Ooh, what do you notice? We do see what we expected with the v, but the E in the word the says That's the part we need to memorize by heart. The. How do we spell the? T-H-E, the. If we wanted to map it, we do it the same way. The word is the. Give me the sounds in the, What sound or what letters would we see below for the sounds? V, T-H, and made by what letter? The E. And that's our heart part. Okay? So, now you try one with your partner, teacher at your space. The word is just. Just. How would you teach the word just? Great. Let's map that together. Okay, just. J, S, T. Great. Does it follow the pattern? J, yes. U, S, S, and T, T. Absolutely. Rule follower. Easy peasy. Last one. Let's do the word put. Say the word put. Use it in a sentence. Great. Give me the sounds. Put. Put. Great. What do we expect to see? P, O, like in book or foot, and T. Let's look at the word put. What does not follow the rule? The U. Great. That's the part we need to memorize by heart. Put. All right, and then we would say P-U-T, put. All right, fabulous first grade teachers. I hope you enjoyed this session, and I hope you walked away with some things that you can use in your classroom right away. I wanted to quickly show you something before we left today, a project that I did with my teachers that I used to work with. And this is just a board that we created our own self. So we used a magnetic whiteboard, and then we used some washi tape to create our own boxes that we can sound spelling map in. So this is something you can do quick and easy if you don't have an actual game like this. Both work equally well. But I look forward to hearing your feedback, and I look forward to seeing your high frequency word instructions soon. All right, reach out if you have any questions or need support. See you next time.